Just to be absolutely clear, by the end of next year, there will be zero tariffs across the board for Indian products entering Australia. We are going to zero across the board, and that's a sign of how important the India bilateral relationship is. Just to be absolutely clear, by the end of next year, there will be zero tariffs across the board for Indian products entering Australia. We are going to zero across the board, and that's a sign of how important the India bilateral relationship is. Look, our first phase free trade agreement, CECA, is doing phenomenally well. Just think about this. Over the last 5 years, India's exports to the world have grown by 40%. That sounds good, right? Over the last 5 years, India's exports to Australia have grown by 200%. So India is benefiting fivefold from its engagement with Australia than it is from the rest of the world. And that's not surprising because of the high level of complementarity between our economies and, frankly, because we have put a huge amount of effort into growing this bilateral economic relationship. We've got a new roadmap for our bilateral economic relationship between Australia and India. We have new resources to support trade delegations, more senior trade commissioners here who are able to navigate Australian business for India and Indian business for Australia. And we're seeing the rewards. Now, you're right to say we're not done yet. We think that a further agreement, a CECA agreement, will be one that will benefit India and Australia even more. And that's why our trade ministers, your Commerce and Industry Minister, my Trade Minister, were in contact just over this weekend over the further elements of that negotiation. Well, this is the right development at the right time. Australia and India are becoming very much more close in terms of defence activity. We've tripled the number of bilateral exercises that our militaries do over the last 10 years. And Sri Rajnath Singh's visit to Australia is a palpable demonstration that India, like Australia, believes that this is a defence partnership that it's got a long way to go. We describe India now as a top-tier security partner. And we think India's role in the Indo-Pacific is vital for strategic balancing. So Sri Rajnath Singh's visit is a very important visit to us. He'll be warmly received by his counterpart, Richard Marles, who was here, as you say, just in June. And it's a sign that we're becoming much more close, including in sophisticated defence areas.